everybody, it's me, Jacob, library technician at the Longview Public Library. And today I'm going to show you our 9th and final pre-K packet theme, trees. Inside your pre-K packet this week, you'll get this slip that has the songs and rhymes and our book selections, as well as our literacy tip. You'll get a little baggie with some circles in it of different colors, and you'll get 3 sheets with this tree design on it. And from home, you'll need something like glue or a glue stick. So for this pre-K packet activity, the first thing you'll want to do is dump out all of the circles of different colors out onto the table. And so I have orange, pink, and red. Some of you might get yellow instead. And what you'll want to do is separate the colors into little piles, like so. Alright, so I've got all of my colors set out into different piles, and so this is a good activity for practicing some fine motor skills for picking up each circle individually, and for color recognition, so knowing which colors are which. And so next, once we have everything separated, I'm just going to take my glue stick and I'm going to start gluing on the circles onto the tree. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I run out of circles. Okay, so here's my finished tree. As you can see, I've glued on all of these circles onto the many branches. Got a couple of blank branches, but that's okay. You've got 20 circles, and that's what you got to work with. Okay, so our first tree-based song is called Apple Tree, and it goes like this. And you can use your shaker from our very first week of pre-K packets if you still have it, or you can just make your own shaker with like cups and rice, but covering the open end once you've got the rice in there. Or if you just want to use your hands, you can do that too. It goes like this. Way up high in the apple tree, a bright red apple smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down fell the apple. Good. Our next song is a scarf song, and you can use an actual scarf like this, or you can use like a scarf that you'd wear around your neck during winter time, or you can use like an old shirt or a dish rag, anything that you can just wave around. And so this one goes like this. A Douglas fir, a teeny tiny mushroom and a Douglas fir, a Douglas fir, a Douglas fir, a teeny tiny mushroom and a Douglas fir. And then you can, a Sasquatch, a teeny tiny mushroom and a Douglas fir, a Sasquatch, a teeny tiny mushroom and a Douglas fir. Okay, so I'm going to share with you our reading list for this week, but I'm also going to share our literacy tip with you at this time. So that tip is that if you run your finger along the words when you're reading, it'll let the children know that you're reading the words and not the pictures. And so like 95% of kids just pay attention to the pictures when you're reading a story to them, but it's good to show them that what you're reading is actually the text. So our first book is called Kate, Who Tamed the Wind, and it's by Liz Garton Scanlon and Lee White. And it's about this girl named Kate who learns that this older man, his house is being damaged by wind. It's like getting into his house and ruining his things and and damaging the house. And so she comes up with a clever idea to plant all of these saplings around his house that eventually grow. And these trees eventually stop the wind from blowing into his house by creating a natural buffer. And so it kind of touches on some themes of like how trees are important to the environment, and that it's important to give back to the community. So our next book is Shake the Tree, and this is an interactive book by Chiara Vignocchi, Paolo Cirnodi, and Silva Barando, and it was illustrated by Silva Barando. And so this book is about this mouse who is trying to get up into this tree to go get this tasty snack there, but they keep getting foiled by these different things that fall out of the tree, like this fox. And as you continue to shake the tree by shaking the book, You'll find all kinds of surprises inside. Our next book is called Redwoods by Jason Chin, and it's about this boy here who finds an abandoned book on a subway about the Redwoods. And as he begins reading through, he starts imagining all of the different historical experiences that these redwood trees, that are ancient, by the way, have experienced. So it talks about dinosaurs, and he reads about like the Roman Empire, and just all the different facts about these trees, and he becomes fascinated by them. So this is a good nonfiction book for learning about a specific type of tree. Our next book is called Under the Canopy, Trees Around the World by Tris Vallant and Cynthia Alonso. And this book is an illustrated look at a bunch of different kinds of trees from all around the world, such as this cherry tree in Japan, and they talk about Sherwood Forest, and in addition to talking a little bit about each tree and like its scientific facts, it also talks about some aspect of history that those type of trees are associated with as well. So for example, this one talks about Robin Hood, and some other ones talk about like how they were used for medicine from around the world. So it's a very interesting book. And our last book that is unfortunately checked out, but it's a really, really good one, is called The Magic and Mystery of Trees by Jen Green. And it's a longer nonfiction book, but another literacy tip is that you can read just the most important bits from a book and still get kids to get something out of it. You don't have to read the entire text. You can just choose the important snippets. This book is all about, like, again, trees from around the world, but it also gets a little bit more into detail about like just how they work, and kind of the science behind like why trees evolved to be the way they are. Thanks for watching, everybody. We hope you enjoyed this ninth and final pre-K packet theme of trees, and I hope you enjoyed making your tree craft. So we'll be back with more pre-K packet content in February, but until then, we've got winter reading coming up, which begins January 1st and goes through January 31st. You can pre-register now, and it's for all ages, so both kids and grown-ups can sign up and participate. If you read 5 books by the end of January, you'll get a secret prize to be announced later. So we hope to see you then, and remember you can pick up your pre-K packet at the lower floor desk or in drive-thru.